It is now my privilege to call upon my ranking member, my friend.
Thank you, Chairman Boxer. And first of all, the nomination of William Ostendorf to serve the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. He has served with such dignity in the past. I don't think anyone can find anyone who knows more about this issue and this subject than Commissioner Ostendorf. In his 26-year career in the United States Navy, he was elevated to the rank of captain, commanded a squadron of attack submarines, and served as the director of the Math and Science Division of the U.S. Naval Academy. He also served as the counsel for staff director for the House Armed Services Committee, which I knew him at that time, and on strategic forces, and a principal deputy administrator. In his current role as commissioner, he contributes knowledge for the reactor operations and nuclear security issues that's unmatched by his colleagues. His perspective is essential to the commission's work to unravel lessons learned from the Fukushima accident, and concludes its review of the first new nuclear plant licenses in over 30 years. It's very significant. I think that I could really cut it short. I noticed that Senator Webb is going to be here to make an introduction, and I also saw this morning, Madam Chairman, an article that said, quoted U.S. Senator Patty Murray supports Ostendorf's nomination given the full slate of issues pending before the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. I believe it's imperative that we have a full set of commissioners and so forth. And so he enjoys the endorsement of Democrats and Republicans alike. Today we also will be honored to consider the nomination of Richard Howarth to serve on the board of Tennessee Valley Authority. He was a fellow mayor. I often say to my colleagues here, you don't know what a hard job is until you've been a mayor. You know, there's no hiding place. If they don't like the trash system, it ends up in your front yard. So I know what you've been through. Today we also hear from General Bostic, and while the chairman is correct in that technically it doesn't have to go through this committee, it will be going through the Armed Services Committee, of which I'm the second ranking member, and we'll look forward to treating that nomination. It's very important in a challenging time that we have significant water resources needs across the country, and the Corps is currently engaged in historic flood fight along the Mississippi River, and I commend the Corps for their work. Additionally, in my state of Oklahoma, we are many important water projects, such as the dredging of the McClellan waterway. A lot of people don't realize that my state of Oklahoma actually is the home of the most inland port in America. So we have that dog in the fight too. So look forward to working with you, General, in your new in that new capacity. And lastly, the chairman talked about the WRDA bill and how important that is, and what our role is going to be at that time. And I'd like to finally, and I've talked to Senator Boxer about this. I understand that the staff has talked about trying to move today's nominees through the committee in the week of June 4th. That's when we come back next week. And I would ask you, is that the intention of the chair?
It is.
Oh, good. Well, I look forward to that, and we need to keep moving with that. I only have two other things I'm going to mention. There was an article this morning in Politico that talks about the fact that I've been wanting to have. There's lots of legislation on some of this regulation. I'm talking about the boiler MAC regulation, utility MAC, the cap and trade, the ozone, and all these things, about the cumulative effect it has on business and industry. It's very significant. And so I've been wanting to, the article this morning, Madam Chairman, in Politico said I was going to suggest the shadow hearings. I don't think that will be necessary, because I think you're looking forward to having some of those anyway.
We are.
All right. Oh, lastly,
come out of the shadows.
I don't think that we're going to be talking about it today, but we are joining together in trying to do something with a transportation reauthorization bill. We've been trying now for a long period of time, and the opposition is not really partisan. It's just opposition, and we're going to try to overcome it with an announcement we're making today. And I might add that I have several people from my state of Oklahoma who are here interested in the transportation reauthorization bill, and I told them how close we work together. Thank you. We do.
Yes, we do have some great news on that. We have an agreement in on a skeletal bill, which I believe is going to be very well received by both sides. And I wanted to say thank you to Senators Baucus and Vitter for joining with the two of us in a statement. So it is a good day for this committee, a very good day for this committee. And it's always a good day when we have our colleagues here. So Senator Webb, I understand that you have a pressing issue. Is it okay, Senator Cochran, if he goes